Hi, Stella. You there?
Hey, Mom. Good morning. Did you forget something at home?
No, I need you to do something for me.
Okay, what's that?
I'm gonna have a long day at work today, so I'll need you to cook something for us to eat before I get back.
Oh, I don't think I'll be able to cook, but I can order in.
What? Order in? Why on earth would you do that?
I don't have the time to cook, Mom. I've got work to do.
This is what you always say, yet all I see you do is hunch over your computer doing nothing.
Could you please stop calling what I do nothing? Just because my job is remote doesn't make it any less important.
Don't give me that. You've always been the lazy type. You refuse to get a real job and you still won't help out in the house. Do you just want to freeload off your sister and I forever?
Freeload? How can you say that, Mom? I pay my share of the bills in this house. I also contribute to the rent. Where do you think I get the money from?
I don't know. There are a lot of things you girls do online these days. Lazy girls like you who refuse to get a real job. Why can't you be more like Maggie?
Here we go again. Why does everything always have to circle back to her?
You should be ashamed of yourself, Stella. You're her big sister, and you should be a good example to her. Good thing she doesn't follow your footsteps and she has a real job.
LOL, you mean the job you gave her?
At least she's making an effort. That's way more than I can say for you. Anyway, make sure you cook before your sister and I get back. Try and be a little useful in the house, okay?
I've already told you I'll be ordering in.
And I said no. Do as you were told, or there will be hell to pay.
Hey sis, what's up?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm okay. I'm in a bit of a bind and I kinda need your help.
What happened this time around? You need some money again?
No, it's not that kind of favor. If you go to my room, on the bed you'll find a blue gown. Can you wash it for me?
Seriously?
I really need to wear it to a work function that will be held tomorrow. A lot of bigwigs will be there and I want to impress them.
When will you and Mom understand that I have a lot on my plate as well? Anyways, no worries. I'll do that for you. I'll chuck it into the washing machine and it'll be dry and ready for you before you return.
About that. You can't use the washing machine. It will ruin the dress. It's made of velvet and it's bad for machine washing.
So, what are you saying?
Hand washing would be okay.
I don't have the time for that, Mag. You knew you had a function, so why didn't you wash it yourself?
There was no time. I'm always busy, you know?
Busy? You spent the whole of last night watching Netflix.
Come on. Just do this for me, will you? It's not like you've got a lot on your hands.
You and Mom just keep doing this. Downplay my work just because it's remote? This has to stop.
That is not what is important, sis. We are talking about my dress here, not you.
You're just being selfish. You're not thinking about my own work, are you? I would have been okay with doing a load because it's quick, but I don't have time to hand wash your dress.
Just do this for me, sis. Thank you.
I'm not doing it, Maggie.
Nah, you'll do it. Thanks again. Stella? How dare you? Stella! Answer me.
What's it? Why all these missed calls from you? Is something wrong?
How can you ask me that after what you did to me?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you hear me knocking on your door a few minutes ago?
I slept late, so I woke up late. What was it that you wanted?
I just got back home and I realized you didn't wash my clothes as I asked.
Why didn't you come home last night?
I spent the night at Lizzie's place. We were making plans for the event. Since we are asking questions, it's my turn to ask. Why didn't you wash the blue gown?
See, I already took Mom's nonsense last night because of dinner. I'm not going to take any from you. I'm not your maid.
Do you know what this is costing me? The event starts at 12. Now I can't attend. I'll never forgive you for this.
How is that my fault? You knew you had something important to attend and you only thought of the clothes the day before the event. Who does that? And you could have come home last night and washed it instead of staying at your friend's.
Of course. Blame me. I trusted you as my sister to come through for me and you failed. How could you betray me like this? And for what? So you can do nothing on your laptop all day?
I am tired of trying to get you to respect me, Maggie. The only person you have to blame for your predicament is yourself.
No, this is your fault. And I won't let this go just like that.
Are you threatening me?
You'll pay for what you did to me.
Seriously? Do your worst, Maggie.
We'll see about that. By the time I'm done with you, you'll see if all those games you play on your laptop all day will come to your rescue.
We'll see.
Stella, how can you be so rude and ungrateful to your sister?
Rude? Ungrateful? What do you mean? What has my younger sister ever done for me to be grateful to her? Besides making my life miserable, of course.
Don't speak that way about her. You have no idea what she goes through each day at work, the stress she endures, and you have the nerve to pile on more stress on her? How dare you?
I see you've already taken her side, not even bothering to know what truly happened.
Oh, I know. You could have helped her out, but because you are a vindictive and malicious girl, you didn't. And now, who knows what benefits she will miss out on as a result?
I told her I wasn't going to do it. That is on her, not me.
You're not even showing remorse for what you did.
That is because I didn't do anything wrong, Mom.
You know what? I'm done with all this. I can't keep on living with a daughter that has no regard for her family. You are to move out of the house before noon tomorrow.
What? You're kicking me out?
Why are you surprised? You should have seen this coming.
Mom, how can you do this to me? Where will I go?
I don't care. Maybe you can consider living in that laptop of yours you never want to let go of.
This is so not fair, Mom.
Neither is what you did to your sister.
She put you up to this, didn't she?
I am actually trying to help you. I am sure when you start living on your own, you will get a real job.
Mom, you really need to rethink this. Mom? Good morning, Mom. How was your night?
What is good about the morning? Have you moved out yet?
I thought you might have changed your mind about it.
Why the hell would I do that?
Mom, I have nowhere to go. You'll be kicking me out onto the streets. Are you forgetting I'm your daughter?
You are really ungrateful. You know that, right? It's now that things are not going in your favor that you remember you're my daughter? Yet, when I ask you to do simple things, you'll refuse.
Mom, I told you I'm always working.
Great, then you shouldn't have any problem paying your rent.
I can't afford that right now. Can you at least extend the date for me?
Nah, the time you are spending here to beg could have been used to hasten your relocation. Noon is noon, Stella. My decision is final.
Mom, do not do this to me. I have nowhere to go. Please.
You deserve everything that is happening to you. Do you remember that? It was what you said to your poor sister that made her cry. Now you see how the tables have turned, have you not?
I guess there is no changing your mind, then, is there?
Not a chance.
In that case, I'll leave. Just know that I'll never forget this.
That's your business. I just want you out by noon.
Hi, sis. Stella, it's me, your sister.
Maggie? Wow, what a surprise.
It's been so long since we spoke. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, actually. Thank you for asking.
You were supposed to ask me how I am doing after I ask you. That is what courtesy demands.
But I'm not interested in knowing, so why should I ask?
I can see you haven't changed much.
Actually, I've changed a lot since you and Mom kicked me out. I'm sure you know this already, because you're reaching out to me.
Who doesn't? There is no need to brag.
I believe I've earned some bragging rights, don't you? You both thought I was doing nothing, but I developed an app that became a big hit. I'm pretty sure you have the app on your phone. It was bought for $2 billion by a conglomerate. I think I'm allowed to be proud of it.
Yeah, you're a billionaire. We get it. I'm happy for you. Truly.
Oh, thank you.
I have a favor to ask. There's this trip I have to go to for work. Top names in our industry will be there. And if I can make it, it will improve my chances of getting promoted. So, can you give me some money?
Honestly, do you think I'll be foolish enough to give you money? The last time you asked me for a favor, I lost my home and my family. I'm not giving you a penny.
Come on, you're a billionaire. This won't hurt you at all.
You're right, it wouldn't. I could sponsor the trip for everyone in your company, and it wouldn't even make a dent. Still, I won't do it. You hurt me for no good reason. Why would I help?
Come on, sis. Don't be like this.
Made up my mind. Goodbye.
Sis, hold on. Stella.
Hi, Stella, dear. How are you? Yes, it's me. How are you?
I'm peachy. And you?
Things are not going great with us. Your sister Maggie lost her job, and the little I'm making is not enough for the both of us.
Lost her job? When did she lose it?
About 3 months ago.
So she lied to me the last time she chatted me up? Just to get money from me? Wow.
You have to understand, we are almost destitute as it is. You need to step up, as my daughter and Maggie's sister.
Do you not remember what you guys did to me 3 years ago? You kicked me out of my home and sent me out onto the streets. Now you remember I'm your daughter?
Stella, I'm your mother. Don't do this to me. You used to be very generous.
I am still generous. I gave a lot of money to a few charities that care for orphans and widows, but you won't get a penny from me.
Is this about you moving out? I'm sorry, but look on the bright side. It all worked out well for you.
Move out. I was kicked out.
Please, Stella, no amount is too small.
Bye, Mom. Say bye to Maggie for me as well. I don't want anything to do with you guys.
Stella, hold on. Let's think about this. Don't do this. Stella.
Block my mother and sister across all platforms so they wouldn't be able to reach me ever again. I want nothing to do with them, just as they wanted nothing to do with me 3 years ago. They were not there when I needed them the most. You don't need to keep toxic people in your life just because they're family. Hey, Dylan, are you at the house still?
Huh? Oh, hey, Taylor. Yeah, I'm still at home. How come?
Oh, okay. You're going to need to leave in like the next 10 minutes.
What? Why?
I need the house.
Huh? The whole house? Why?
I'm getting my hair done and my hairdresser is coming to the house to do it.
But why do you need the whole house for that? Surely you can just do it in the kitchen, can't you?
Actually, no, I can't. My friends are coming over as well, and we want the house so that we can have a girls' day. We can't do that if you're sulking around the place.
But, Taylor, I have a load of work that I need to do, so I can't really leave the house for long because I need a steady internet connection.
What? Are you on about that stupid stuff you do on the computer? That's not a real job, you know? I mean, I doubt you're even doing anything. You're probably just sitting at home all day playing games, whilst me and your brother are out all day working hard to get the money to pay the bills. How about you do everyone a favor and stop being such a leech, okay?
Well, that's not fair. I'm not just sitting and playing games. I'm actually working really hard. Yes, I might not have to go out to work like Tristan does, but it's still work. I just got lucky enough to be able to work from home. And besides, you don't even have a job. You don't work at all. You just take all of Tristan's money and use it for yourself. Last month he even took so much that he had to ask me to cover a bit of his rent. You didn't even buy anything useful, just some shoes.
They weren't just some shoes. They were Louis Vuitton. Do you even know how jealous everyone is when I wear them? They are some of the most expensive and sought-after shoes in the world.
And are they worth Tristan not having any money for anything else?
Yeah, he doesn't mind. He'd have told me not to buy them otherwise.
He didn't even know you were getting them. And if I recall correctly, he asked you to take them back, and your response was to wear them outside and scuff the bottoms up, just so that you could say that they wouldn't accept them as a return now.
Oh, whatever. Look, just get out of the house. In fact, whilst you're at it, why not just take all of your things and just not come back?
Huh? What are you going on about now?
You heard me. I want you out of the house. Like, permanently.
You're kicking me out?
That's such a harsh way to put it. Think of it more like an eviction.
That's exactly the same thing, and in no way less harsh. Anyway, I'm not going anywhere. We can have a talk with Tristan later if there are some issues that need to be resolved, but for now I'm staying here and I'm doing my work.
Ugh, why do you have to be so awkward? Look, just get out of the house. That's all I'm asking. You don't need to live there, so you can go and find your own place so that me and Tristan can finally live together like a proper couple. I don't want to live with my husband's dorky little brother for the rest of my life. I want my own house and I want it now. So you need to leave, ASAP.
Wow, so this is what you really think, huh? You really hate me, is that it? So much so that you want to kick me out of the house?
Yeah. I mean, why are you even living with us in the first place? Are you really that poor and lazy that you can't earn enough money to get your own place to live? Just how pathetic are you?
I'm not just gonna move out simply because you told me to. In fact, I think I'm gonna have a word with Tristan when I get home later and we can talk about your behavior and how you've been treating me.
You're seriously going to go and tattle on me to your brother? Really?
I'm dealing with this conflict like any mature adult should. I'm gonna have a proper conversation about it with the people who it concerns. And my brother just happens to be one of them.
Ugh, whatever.
Now, I can leave for an hour so you can get your hair done if you'd like, but it can't be more than 1 hour.
Fine, just leave the house for 1 hour. At least that way I'll have some personal time without having to deal with you.
Okay, then I guess I'll be back in an hour.
Or, don't come back at all. That's an option.
I'll see you in 1 hour. Hey, Tristan, sorry to bother you whilst you're at work, but I really think that we all need to have a good, long chat tonight about our living situation. Hey, bro, it's alright. And what do you mean? Has something happened? It's just, Taylor's basically just messaged me and tried to kick me out of the house. What? Why would she do that? She said something about wanting a place for just you and her, which, I do get considering you're a couple and all, but to do that, I think we'd all need to chat about how things are at the minute. Yeah, no, of course. It's probably for the best that we all talk things through. Thanks, bro. No problem. I'll see you tonight then, yeah? Yeah, definitely. See you later. Taylor, what have you done? Why is all my stuff on the sidewalk?
Oh, you're back.
Yes, I'm back. Why is all my stuff outside in the front yard?
I told you, I want you out of the house. This is our home and neither one of us wants you here anymore. Trust me, I know because I messaged him and he said that he agreed with me. So you should just take your stuff or whatever's left of it and get out of here already.
Well, I know for a fact that's not true because I spoke with Tristan earlier and he said that he agreed with me. But apparently you've decided to take matters into your own hands and totally destroy everything I own.
Well, I thought you just needed a bit of a helping hand to get the message. Now that all of your stuff is already outside, you can just pick it all up and go live somewhere else.
You've really gone too far this time, Taylor. It's starting to rain. All my things are gonna get soaking wet. This isn't funny.
It kind of is from my point of view.
You are such a horrible woman. I don't know what my brother saw in you when he decided to marry you.
Blah, blah, blah. Just get lost already.
You're definitely gonna regret doing this.
Oh, I'm so scared. As if.
You won't be mocking me soon.
And why is that?
You'll find out soon enough. Dylan, where are you? How come you're not at home, and where's all your stuff? Why don't you ask your wife? Taylor took all my things out of the house and chucked them on the sidewalk in the rain. I've had to gather everything up and put it all into storage. I'm currently in a hotel for the night before I can get a new place sorted. Oh, hang on. You're moving out? Yeah, I can't deal with Taylor anymore. This was the last straw. I'm only glad that I took my laptop with me when I went to the cafe, so that I could get some work done. If I hadn't done that, then someone walking by the house could have just taken it. I've already lost some of my things because people have simply helped themselves thanks to Taylor. Jeez, I'm sorry she's done that. Let me just have a word with her. Look, I'm sorry to say this, Tristan, but I can't live with her. As long as she's about, then I won't be moving back in with you. I see. Okay then, leave it with me. I'll make sure that everything gets sorted out properly. Huh? Don't worry about it. Okay?
Dylan, hey, how are you? Look, about the other day, I don't know what came over me. Just chucking all of your things out like that? So rude. So, I know I said that I didn't want you living with us anymore, but maybe I was just a bit hasty. We can all fit into the house. It is quite a big one after all, lol.
So, what's brought all this on then?
Well, Tristan may have mentioned something about needing to split the rent or something like that, but it's truly not about the money. I honestly would just miss you being in the house. Although, if you could come back and start contributing towards the rent and bills again, that would be good.
Ah, I see. So you finally found out that to actually live in the house, you need me to help pay the bills, huh?
Maybe.
What happened to my job not being a real job and that I'm just playing games or something stupid like that?
Well, I don't get it, but Tristan told me that you actually earned more than him. But surely with that amount of money, you could just pay the rent and we could live a bit better? It wouldn't be too much skin off of your nose now, would it?
So first you wanted to kick me out of the house, saying that I was a lazy bum who contributed nothing to your life, and now you want me to come back simply so I can pay the rent and bills and you can go and spend even more of Tristan's money? Yeah, I don't think so.
But you've got to. I don't want to go and live in some dingy little flat simply because Tristan's not earning enough.
Have you ever thought of you getting a job so you can actually help out paying for things? Not to mention that you'd have your own money to spend on whatever you want then, instead of using all of Tristan's.
Oh, please. As if someone like me was meant to work a menial job like you. I deserve a life of luxury.
Well, I hope that luxury can be found in the dollar store because it sounds like you and Tristan are gonna have to cut back on your spending if you're gonna afford to keep living in that house.
Ugh, see, this is why I don't like you. You're just so selfish.
Says you.
Whatever. Me and Tristan can figure something out. At least I'm rid of you now.
Uh-huh, sure.
What did you say to him?
Huh? Say to who?
To Tristan, of course.
I've not spoken to him today. Why?
Because he's saying that he wants a divorce.
What?
Yeah, he's saying that he's come to realize that the person I actually am is not one that he can see himself spending the rest of his life with. He said that he wants to be with someone who doesn't make his life harder by spending all of his money and someone who actually works to help contribute towards the house. But he said the most important thing was that whoever he is with needs to get along with his family. Most importantly, his brother. So, what did you tell him about me?
Oh, wow, he actually said that?
Yeah. He also put all of my things on the sidewalk outside of the house. Can you believe he did that? I didn't even do anything wrong.
Well, maybe you need to go away and reflect on your behavior. It might do you some good for the future.
Whatever. I don't need your stupid advice right now. Just get me back with your brother. It's your fault we've split up.
Well, I know that's not true in the slightest. Besides, he's my older brother and he can make up his own mind about who he likes and who he doesn't. I'm not gonna try and persuade him to be with someone he doesn't want to be with, especially when that person is a horrible narcissist who cares about no one but herself.
Some brother-in-law you are. You're just useless to me. I mean, where am I supposed to go now? I've got nowhere to live.
Well, there's plenty of flats available.
Ugh.
Anyway, if you got nothing left to say, I'm gonna go. I've got some things to move back into my old house.
Hey, you've got to help me. I don't want to live a normal life like everybody else. Get back here, Dylan. Dylan!
After hearing what my brother did, kicking out his wife and getting a divorce from her, I thanked him for backing me up. I then moved back into the house that we shared and went back to paying half of the rent and the bills. Now that Taylor was gone though, Tristan had a lot more money to spare, and he was even able to buy himself some things that he'd been wanting for quite a while. As for Taylor, I heard that she had to get a job at a local supermarket. I do see her around from time to time when I shop, and she doesn't look like she's living a life of luxuries at all. I think she ended up renting a flat in town, which was nowhere near as nice as the house that me and my brother lived in. But sometimes life needs to deal you a pretty big lesson in order for you to shape yourself up. I just hope it works for Taylor.